Hello, pals. I'm Tyler. I'm here at New York Comic Con with somebody you may know. This is Chip Zdarsky.
Hello, I'm Chip Zdarsky. I love having a microphone. This is great.
Yeah, they're light too.
Yeah.
So you might know Chip as the guy who wrote Howard
Oh
the
God!
Duck.
Oh God! This is it! Oh my God! Dean Haspel attack!
Oh, we got a hug.
Oh God!
There's a hug, everybody.
It's recorded.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
You're so fit as hell. Fit as hell.
That's an official hug too. That's gonna be on the internet.
Yeah. I used to sleep on that guy's couch in New York.
Really?
Yeah. Back in the day.
Comfy?
Webcomics.
Comfy couch or?
No.
You don't want to. Okay, you don't want to push into his couch. Okay. Yeah.
Anyways,
So,
all right.
so Chip, you've been writing something called Batman.
Yes, this is true.
So you're Batman right now. You're doing Gotham War with Teen Howard.
Yeah.
Crossing over in Teeny's
Catwoman
book. And you're kind of dealing with the idea of crime in Gotham in a
Yeah.
really different way. Because I think you can agree that Batman really only tackles crime in a certain kind of way.
It's true. It's true. With his fists.
Yeah.
And his charity work.
It's one of the hot takes on the show, actually, is that Batman is horrible for for that kind of stuff. So, what made you think about kind of tackling crime in a way that you don't really typically see in a Batman comic?
You know, mostly it started from the idea that what I like in a story is a moral conundrum. So like that the characters have to make a decision and the readers have to make a decision too. Like, oh, what's the right move here? And so when Teeny and I kind of got together and we started brainstorming the differences between Batman and Catwoman, we're just like, well, Batman's really kind of a hard line kind of guy, and Catwoman is a bit more in the gray area. So yeah, we've basically been planning it since the beginning, since we got there. The idea of her training thieves and to be better thieves, like all those goons, get the goons off the street, and like ultimately reduce violent crime. And it's like, well, how would Batman react? But not just how would Batman react, how would Batman with like the Zurr-en-Arrh stuff in his head react? Because that's playing a big part in this. Yeah, and I like conflicts that arise out of weird moral conundrums.
Yeah, and that's actually one of the things I want to talk to you about is the whole Batman is maybe not in the best mental space currently to deal with something called Gotham War.
Yeah.
He's kind of got a little purple guy in his head.
He really does.
Maybe changing things up. So bringing Zurr-en-Arrh Batman back. Well, I guess we really last saw in Grant's run.
Yeah, nobody's really touched the stuff since then. And I love Grant's run so much, and the Zurr-en-Arrh stuff is just like blew my mind when I first read it. Yeah. And so, I wanted to deal with like coming into this, I wanted to deal with the idea of Batman getting older and kind of questioning like, do I want this life for like my kids, and like this is hard on the body and the soul, and like that kind of quote unquote weakness. That's when Zurr can kind of come out and take control, because Zurr is pure Batman. Yep. That was the beautiful part in Grant's run, was just the idea that like it's Batman stripped of the Bruce Wayne stuff, which kind of is like the empathy and like that kind of love for family and for the city. So yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun as hell bringing Zurr in.
I mean, it also tapping into the multiversal Zurr.
Oh yeah.
Adam West Zurr, it's really cool.
Oh God, seeing Jorge draw Adam West Zurr and like Michael Keaton Zurr, I'm just like, it was way too much fun.
So yeah, question on that. For that whole Zurr-en-Arrh thing with the multiversal.
So weird.
Did you pick specific ones, or was that like you went to Jorge, you're like, have fun?
I basically just kind of brainstormed with the editors, like what kind of versions of Batman could we have here? Not only have here, but also have legally.
Sure. Because
there's like weird issues around certain characters. Yeah. Like you can't have Christian Bale Batman in a DC comic.
Interesting.
That's just not a thing.
Huh.
That's part of like their agreement, like the contract. And all the other ones are like, there's a reason like Adam West Batman showed up for just 2 panels. Because you need specific agreements. The same with like the Batman 89, like if you look closely at that one issue with all the Batmans, certain Batman characters are only in there for 2 panels. Because legally that's all I could do. It's a very weird job.
Well, yeah, so Gotham War has been great so far.
Oh, thank you.
But also you're returning to Howard the Duck, who one of my favorite runs of all time, one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
How does it feel coming back to the Duck?
It's too fun. Like basically, once I agreed to do it, I put literally everything aside and I just wrote. And I think I sent that script in 6 months in advance because I'm like, I haven't had this much fun like just pure fun writing in so long. Like Batman and stuff, it's like, it's fun to write, but it's also, you know, it's dark and you got to really think about things and like, it's not necessarily funny. But Howard is like, oh man, like it just flowed. And knowing that Joe was coming back to draw it, like, yeah, a lot of fun.
I actually have a Joe Howard the Duck hanging over my computer monitor, so I see that.
Very good, very good.
So you're also going to be tapping into the Avengers coming up as well. You probably can't talk much about that.
Well, I mean, it's a weird one because I guess they announced it kind of, and everyone's like, Chip's coming back to Marvel. I'm like, I wrote that in 2019. Like, it's one of those books that, like, the artist, Daniel Acuna, amazing, but he really took his time on it. So, like, I think it's like 6 issues, and it took from 2019 to now to get it fully drawn and colored. So it's very weird because it's like feels like an old book of mine, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's a new book." I'm like, "I guess."
For you, yeah.
Because I read it before COVID, so like a lot of the messages have kind of shifted and changed over the years. You'll know it when you read it, but like it's an interesting time capsule for me.
Oh yeah, Acuna after Uncanny Avengers, like
oh my God, and Black Panther, like his work's amazing.
so seeing you two on a book, I was more than excited for that.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
But otherwise, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for reading Batman.
Yes.
Just the underrepresented character in comics.
There's I think they do a couple Batman Black Label books, I think.
Ooh.
I think that's all about things. But yeah, thank you, Chip.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for watching. We'll be doing more New York Comic Con footage stuff coming up. Yeah, see you around, pals.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks.